तो चलिए आज हम डेरिवेशन देखेंगे बर्नौलीज प्रिंसिपल की, ठीक है। तो बर्नौलीज प्रिंसिपल की स्टेटमेंट जैसे मैंने आपको कहा था दैट सम ऑफ the pressure head, velocity head and the gravitation head remains constant during the flow of fluid. तो इसका मतलब ये है P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus H1 is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus H2, where P1 is A1 V1 are the terms at this cross section and P2 V2 A2 are the terms at that cross section, and the terms have their usual meanings. So we will use the work energy theorem, according to which the change in work, the change in kinetic energy and potential energy is equal to the work done on it, and work done on it is equal to the pressure into delta V, and the pressure here is the effective pressure, that's P1 minus P2. Delta M is equal to rho delta V. Delta V is equal to delta M by rho. So the value of A and B are to be substituted in equation. First we will obtain the value of delta W as P1 minus P2 delta M by rho. Then we will obtain the expression for delta K, that is the change in kinetic energy, that's half of delta M, where delta M is the mass of the fluid that is involved here, V2 square minus V1 square, and delta P is the change in kinetic potential energy, and that is delta M, because the mass involved is delta M, G into H2 minus H1. Substituting the value of C, D and E in this equation, first we get P1 minus P2 delta M by rho is equal to 1 by 2 delta M V2 square minus V1 square plus delta M G H2 minus H1, because we substituted these values in equation first. Substituting these values, we will obtain this expression, and cancelling the delta M because it's present on both the terms, we will obtain P1 minus P2 by rho is equal to V2 square by 2 minus V1 square by 2 plus GH2 minus GH1. Then dividing both sides by G, because we want to obtain the heads. We want to obtain the terms in terms of heads where they have the dimension of height. That's why we need to divide it by small g. Dividing both sides by small g, we will obtain P1 minus P2 by rho g is equal to V2 square by 2g minus V1 square by 2g plus H2 minus H1. Because g and g will get cancelled out here. Then substituting or then transposing the sides or transposing the terms containing subscript 1 on one side and the terms containing subscript of 2 on other side, we will obtain the expression P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus H1 is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus H2. That's how Bernoulli's principle can be derived.